Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is the 10 most dangerous animals in the US. We did an animal one last week for us.
Yeah, okay.
This is the 10 most dangerous. I remember this video and there are some ones that could kill. And will kill you if they see you.
Oh.
So I would maybe avoid if you wander off to the US by
to,
yourself.
Okay, yeah. Bump into one.
Yeah, okay. And I think it tells you how to deal with it as well if you do
That's handy.
come into contact with them, because that's the thing about America is they are all over the place.
Yeah, okay.
Like at the national parks and things, sometimes you can't avoid them.
Right.
Yes, this will be an interesting one. It's quite brutal at parts.
Okay.
So just to bear that in mind. So you ready to get into it?
Let's go.
Number 10. Grizzly Bear. North American brown bears have a fearsome reputation to go with their physical prowess and outstanding natural weaponry. The common name, grizzly, is often used in reference to brown bear species found in the US. These include the Ursus arctos horribilis, or the mainland grizzly, the peninsula grizzly, and Kodiak bears, only found in Alaska's eponymous archipelago. The latter rivals the polar bear as the largest land carnivore on Earth. Kodiak bears have been known to weigh over 1,500 pounds, which is almost as heavy as the average bull. As evident from the prominent muscular hump on their shoulders, grizzlies are built for power. Moreover, they have massive canines, claws that grow up to 6 inches, and jaws strong enough to crush bowling balls.
We have bears, but they're not. Are they grizzly? They're not grizzly bears, are they?
The ones at the zoo. They're Andean bears.
Well, actually, they're gone. No, 19th.
Yeah, they have. I think they've left.
We don't have bears anymore.
No, but we did.
But would they attack us?
Although, yeah, those two probably wouldn't have because they've been in captivity most of their life. But Andean bears are wild bears naturally as well. So yeah, I guess they would.
The grizzly stands up on its hind legs. It will often use its superior strength to take down a victim.
Tall, don't they,
it will bite at the victim's lower jaw, which is most likely a disarming technique. Confrontations between humans and grizzly bears can occur as a result of hunting as well as camping. They have a phenomenal sense of smell and are often attracted to food that hasn't been stored properly. There have been several reports of campers being dragged out of their tents by attacking grizzlies. Conditioning the bears to campsite food can accustom them to human presence, thus increasing the likelihood of future attacks.
I could not camp.
Spiders. Black widows and brown recluse spiders share an entry on our list as the most dangerous spiders in the US. Female black widows, distinguishable by the red hourglass mark on their abdomens, are the most fearsome by reputation. They'll sometimes devour their partners after mating.
And that noise they make, it's horrible.
Yeah, are you scared of spiders?
Yep.
I'm actually not scared. I can actually cope with spiders.
Oh, can you? No.
Yeah, I actually can cope with them.
Oh, they move too quick and with legs.
I will be honest, I do just kill them.
Oh.
But that's how I cope with them. I'm gonna get roasted.
And highly toxic venom.
Oh well.
The illness associated with black widow envenomation is called latrodectism. It's described by pain, vomiting, and muscle rigidity. Contrary to popular belief, the condition is rarely fatal for humans.
Oh, that's
The
good.
brown recluse spider, although only slightly larger than a US penny, is quite dangerous in its own right. The hemotoxic properties of its venom can cause tissue necrosis. Severe lesions can become infected and may even lead to amputation. Yet, like the black widows, the bite of a brown recluse spider is seldom fatal. Number 8. Cougar.
It's fast, aren't they?
Cougars, also known as pumas or mountain lions, have the widest distribution of any wild animal in the Americas.
Beautiful.
In the US, populations are found across 16 states, mostly on the west coast. Male cougars average about 150 pounds, but in rare cases may surpass 200.
They have like the female ones look like cat faces.
Yeah,
don't
they
they?
do. Yeah.
We'll see you guys in a minute.
150 pounds, but in rare cases may surpass 200 pounds. Even though that's about the weight of the average American male, the difference in power is considerable. Relative to its size, the cougar has the largest paws and hind legs found within the feline family. This enables it to perform outstanding leaps and reach sprinting speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, which is actually faster than a greyhound. It can also swim and is an apt climber. A cougar's muscular body is perfectly designed for grasping and holding large prey, an ability enhanced by the retractable claws on its paws. Attacks on humans are rare, but have seen an increase in recent years, mainly due to expansion into the cougar's natural range. The feline will attack if cornered or if a human triggers its chase instinct, typically by turning their back and running away. An attack usually involves a bite to the neck, in which the animal tries to sink its teeth between the vertebrae and into the spinal cord. Children are at greatest risk of getting ambushed by a cougar and the least likely to survive an attack. Number 7.
I was happy. But the thing is, if you saw one, your natural instinct is just to run.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I feel like you're going to die anyway, no?
Yeah. I think I'd freeze, actually.
Would you stand still?
Yeah.
I'd cry, I think.
Yeah. I have dreams sometimes that if something was chasing me, I'd just kind of like be running on the spot and my legs wouldn't move. I think it's an omen.
That's so funny.
Grey wolf. As the largest and strongest member of the Canidae family, the grey wolf was a mandatory introduction to our list. Its teeth are specialized for crushing bone, and its slender, powerfully built body favors relentless attacks. Although dangerous enough on its own, the wolf is notable for its pack behavior and cooperative hunting. A pack of 15 wolves, for example, is capable of taking down an adult moose. Interestingly enough, the deer species can easily grow to be 15 times heavier than an individual wolf. While not as numerous as in Eurasia, North America has also seen a number of wolf attacks. The most recent fatality occurred in 2010 in Alaska, when a young woman was killed while jogging. There's an argument that most wolf attacks are the result of an individual animal suffering from rabies. Nevertheless, wolf management programs from the United States Wildlife Service describe them as opportunistic hunters that will attack humans if given the chance. Throughout the years, encounters with hunters, shepherds, and ranchers have caused wolves to develop a fear of approaching humans. Yet wildlife experts warn against actions that may encourage wolves to be in the proximity of people, as it may lead to an increase in violent encounters. Number 6. Arizona bark scorpion. The Arizona bark scorpion, also known as Centauroides sculpturatus, is North America's most venomous scorpion. These creatures prefer riparian areas, meaning that they're found on land adjacent to rivers or streams. The popularity of irrigated lawns and other man-made water systems have led to an increase of scorpion populations in residential areas. The symptoms associated with the Arizona bark scorpion's sting can last from 24 to 72 hours. They include intense pain, numbness, and convulsions, or temporary dysfunction of the affected area. The pain is so intense that victims reported experiencing sensations similar to electric shocks. While fatalities are rare, there are certain groups that are more at risk than others, such as children, the elderly, or people with compromised immune systems. In Arizona, thousands of people are reportedly stung by the scorpion each year. Number 5.
I didn't even know they had scorpions
Bullshit.
in America.
You didn't know?
No.
Do we have scorpions here?
No. I thought scorpions were sort of something you found in like the deserts. And
But then there's a lot of deserty areas, I guess.
no, yeah, I suppose.
There's a lot of
I was thinking more like the African deserts.
Yeah, like the Sahara.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
Scary.
Dark. With the Atlantic Ocean on its east coast and the Pacific Ocean in the west, the US faces more than a dozen shark attacks every year. While the great white receives the brunt of the notoriety, there's an equally, if not more, dangerous shark. Unlike their mainly oceanic relatives, bull sharks are able to thrive in freshwater systems as well. This makes them particularly dangerous when considering the US's sprawling riverways. Bull sharks have been found up the Mississippi River, hundreds of miles from the ocean. They were also spotted in the Ohio River and in Maryland's Potomac River. These creatures have pound per pound the most powerful bite of all the shark species.
They're big, aren't they?
there's a combination of factors that make them particularly dangerous towards humans. It's not only about bite force and size. Even though females average roughly 300 pounds or about as much as the typical sumo wrestler, bull sharks are territorial, temperamental, and have no tolerance for provocation. These creatures might have even been responsible for the infamous Jersey Shore shark attacks of 1916, which served as an inspiration for the novel Jaws.
Oh. Did you know that about Jaws?
No.
Have you seen Jaws?
I have, many times.
I've never seen it.
Have you not?
No, I don't think James has either.
Oh my gosh, they're sort of like cult movies,
Really?
I think. Yeah, there's not just one, I think there's 3, I think.
I never
But
seen
the
it.
first one is the best, I
Is it?
think. Yeah, it's
I might have to
brilliant.
check that out.
Really good. Really good.
Rattlesnake. By recent estimates, there are roughly 7,000 to 8,000 snake bites that occur in the United States every year. Fortunately, the development of antivenom has led to significantly less fatalities than in the past. Snake attacks are disproportionate in the country, with the majority of them occurring in warm weather states such as Texas and Florida.
Not great.
Yeah.
Among
Happy
I'll take it back.
holiday.
I'm on
the various venomous serpents found across the land, there are about 16 rattlesnake species.
Wow.
These creatures are so dreaded that a timber rattlesnake was once put on a flag to motivate infantry forces. During the American Revolution, the Continental Marines had a motto flag of a timber rattlesnake that was coiled and ready to strike. Beneath it were the words, "Don't tread on me." These snakes are distinguishable by the rattle at the end of their tail. It's made of interlocked keratinous segments which vibrate against one another when the snake contracts certain tail muscles. This produces a distinctive rattling sound that acts as a deterrent to predators and as a warning to humans. The western diamondback and the eastern diamondback are the species responsible for most snakebite fatalities. The latter is known as the most venomous snake in North America and owns the longest fangs of any rattlesnake species. Number 3. Deer. Deer may sound less
sweet little
terrifying
reindeers.
than other animals on our list, but statistically
That'd be
speaking,
bad.
they're
Santa
deadly.
would never let them be nasty.
A number of species weigh several hundred pounds and certainly possess the mass to trample
Look at their
people to death.
faces.
Males own majestic antlers, some of which are several feet across and definitely capable of inflicting severe injuries. However, fatal antler stabbings or brutal trampling isn't what makes the deer the deadliest creatures in the country. Most will simply choose to run away from humans rather than engage them. That's actually the crux of the matter. As deer move across their range, they end up on roadways or highways and collide with vehicles. In the US, this type of collision causes about 200 human deaths and roughly $1 billion in property damage every year. It's so widespread that the idea of being surprised and caught like a deer in the headlights has become a saying. While easier to avoid during the day, deer are particularly difficult to spot at dusk or dawn. Habitat fragmentation is a considerable factor in the rise of deer vehicle collisions. Today's topic was requested by Instagram
That's so
follower
sad. They've
at
got thin little legs as well.
RyanThompson5499. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below, or follow us on Instagram
Let us
and
know.
reach out to us there.
And follow us.
Number
Follow these
2.
people too, but
American bison.
bison.
The American bison
They
is North
look
America's
so
largest
beefy,
land
don't they?
animal and nature's equivalent of a gigantic battering ram.
Yeah.
Its charge, a devastating combination.
Another ad.
And nature's equivalent of a gigantic battering ram. Its charge, a devastating combination of mass and speed, is powerful enough to derail a train. Also known as the buffalo, the species' bulls can weigh up to 2,800 pounds in the wild and a staggering 3,800 pounds
They're
in
massive,
captivity.
aren't
That's about as heavy as the average car. They own massive heads, pronounced muscular humps, and giant forequarters. Their short, curved horns are used as defensive weapons and to fight for status within the herd. Despite its mass and seemingly lethargic movements, a charging bison can get up to 40 miles per hour. To put that into
That does
perspective,
some damage.
Usain Bolt's speed record topped out at 27.8 miles per hour. Historically, these creatures used
So
to
none of
roam
us
the
can
continent
outrun them
in
then.
vast herds. The spread of bovine diseases from domestic cattle and commercial hunting brought the creatures to the brink of extinction. They went from over 60 million in the late 18th century to only a few 100,000 towards the end of the 19th century. Recovery efforts spared its extinction, and the American bison is now mainly restricted to reserves and national parks. That's where a number of violent human encounters have occurred in the past decades. From 1980 to 1999, at Yellowstone National Park alone, bison attacked 3 times more people than bears. During this period, there were 3 reported fatalities, in addition to numerous reports of puncture wounds and broken bones.
Shame, because it looks
Official They Will Kill
They
You
do look so
merchandise
cuddly,
is
don't
now
they?
available
They look
at
like
theywillkillyou.com.
it looks so soft.
Some of it
Should I go
is
and
to
squeeze them?
die for.
Yeah.
I love it like that.
Number 1. Moose.
Moose.
Even though they're part of the deer family, and even though they get in a fair share of vehicle collisions, moose most definitely deserve their own entry on our list. They're creatures of many extremes,
about that
as the
gangly bit.
largest and heaviest of all deer species. Exceptional bulls stand more than 6 foot 9 inches at the shoulder,
Wow.
meaning they're taller than NBA superstar LeBron James.
Gosh.
Their massive antlers can span close to 6 feet from tip to tip, so you could horizontally fit the average American male between them. The largest bulls weigh close to 2,000 pounds, almost twice as much as a grand piano. Moose are not only monsters in terms of proportion, but also temperament. When it comes to raw data, they attack more people than wolves and bears combined.
Gosh.
They're also perfectly capable of killing both predatory species. They injure more humans than any other animal in the Americas,
Wow.
and are second only to hippos in worldwide attacks. They can charge people and inflict devastating injuries with their antlers. One common sign of an imminent charge is that the hairs on its neck and shoulders will stand up. Moose are surprisingly limber, and unlike other large-hooved animals, they can kick in all directions. Not that you should ever do it, but this means there's no safe way to approach them.
Gosh.
Thanks for watching.
Wow.
That really surprises me, actually, because I always thought they looked a bit sort of dopey and
They look a bit like, yeah.
just like they just sort of wander around. And sometimes I've seen like video clips where they've wandered into somebody's garden, or
Yeah.
you know, and you just think, oh, they look so sort of docile, really.
They do. It's like the bison. They don't look like the kind of animals
No,
to
no,
like attack, do
yeah.
they?
I mean,
And
like
that's why people get injured, because they don't
I guess, yeah.
But at least we know now.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
We'll be safe.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you want us to check out, let us know in the comments. Any other animal videos or any other videos in general. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next one.